This right here is the top 10 things to do in British Columbia.
This place is called beautiful British Columbia for a reason. It is truly a beautiful province to visit and has so much to offer, from its stunning landscapes with an endless amount of outdoor activities to great spots to eat in a temperate climate, which makes it easy for exploring all year round. In today's video, we are going to be exploring more of BC, but first I have something very cool I need to show you guys that we are bringing along our adventures today.
So I recently got a very exciting package in the mail. Bose sent me their brand new frames, which have Bose open ear audio technology that produces sound you'd never expect from sunglasses. What's nice is that you can hear both your music and surroundings at the same time, so it's perfect for outdoor environments. Not to mention, you can also take calls on them, and they have motion sensor controls. Alright, so this is my first time trying them on ever. You guys are gonna get my raw, honest opinion of how incredible these sunglasses really are. Whoa, that's crazy. Not to mention, very stylish. You guys, I am blown away. The audio quality is absolutely incredible. So we're gonna be taking these frames on our adventure around Vancouver today and really testing them out. A huge thank you to Bose for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into it.
Vancouver is home to our international airport known as YVR, so when coming to BC, this will be the place you'll want to start. From Stanley Park, Waterfront, English Bay, Granville Island, and Olympic Village, there are so many spots to visit. And what connects all these spots? Well, none other than the Vancouver Sea Wall.
This right here is the Vancouver Sea Wall. You have the world's longest uninterrupted waterfront path. It stretches 28 kilometers, goes all the way around Vancouver, including Stanley Park and its beaches. As you can see, it's divided into two sections, one for people on wheels and one for people walking. So whether you're renting rollerblades or riding a bike, it's a really fun thing to do on a sunny afternoon in Vancouver. One of the many reasons that I love these Bose frames is that you can still hear your surroundings while listening to your music. So it's perfect when you're walking outdoors like I am right now on the seawall, where you still want to be aware of what's going on while listening to some great tunes.
One of my favorite parts of the seawall is in Stanley Park, where you get amazing views of the city. This park is huge, so you can definitely spend a whole day here, and it's also home to a few of the best beaches in Vancouver, including 2nd and 3rd Beach.
One of my favorite things to do in Stanley Park is honestly just walk around and enjoy the view. I'm currently at the Rose Garden, and it's extremely beautiful and very peaceful. It's also the perfect place to listen to some music and just relax, put on some relaxing tunes, and just take in the beauty that is Stanley Park. Stanley Park not only has pathways and areas you can walk around, there's also an aquarium, a tea house, and so many other activities you can do. So before heading to our next spot in Vancouver, I had to take you guys to Jack Pool Plaza to see the Olympic Cauldron. This was lit during the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics, which I actually attended the opening ceremonies and a bunch of things during it. It was really, really cool. And nowadays, this thing is only lit during special occasions, but it's definitely something to check out while you're in Vancouver. And if you are here and looking for a good restaurant, I highly recommend Cactus Club. It's one of my personal favorites. Yes, it's a chain restaurant, but it is very good. And to my right, we have the Convention Center. To my left, we have the Pacific Rim, which is a really nice hotel to stay. There's a bunch of hotels along this waterfront area, including Pan Pacific, and a bunch all along the waterfront. Welcome to Gastown. This is Vancouver's iconic neighborhood that was first built in 1977. So if you're coming here, this is a place you cannot miss.
From vintage basement shops to hole-in-the-wall late-night eats, Gastown has always been a go-to place for the hidden gems. It's located right next to Waterfront Station, so it's also super easy to get to. Gastown was actually Vancouver's first neighborhood and was named after Jack Dayton. He was a Yorkshire seaman and steamboat captain and a barkeep who arrived in 1867 to open the area's first saloon. He was famous for his habit of talking boastfully of himself, or in other words, gassing, and the area around his saloon became known as Gassie's Town, a nickname that eventually evolved to Gastown.
So right behind me here, you have Gastown's famous steam clock, and this was built to attract crowds, and I can definitely attest to that because it's always busy here. Something kind of cool you can do around Gastown that I've personally never done but I have wanted to is a ghost tour. So someone actually takes you around and shows you the most haunted places in Gastown. So I'm definitely going to do that one day. We don't have time for today, but something to check out. So as we were walking around doing this tour of Vancouver and I'm enjoying the city, one of the nice things about these glasses is this battery lasts 5.5 hours, so you have a ton of listening time while you're out. The last and final place I'm going to talk about in the Vancouver section of this video is Olympic Village. Now Olympic Village is located right on the water. There are so many great restaurants here, and you have amazing views of downtown, including BC Place and the famous Science World right behind me here. What I love about Olympic Village is it has a great beer scene. So you can go and actually do a brewery tour. There are a ton of little breweries all over Olympic Village. We're gonna head to a waterfront patio now, have some beer, and enjoy this beautiful sunset.
Located in Falls Creek, the Olympic Village was built for the 2010 Winter Olympic Games to house athletes and Olympic officials coming from across the world. Now, after the Olympics, this area turned into residential housing. And something really great about this area is that it's actually one of the greenest communities in the world, which makes Vancouver a leader in sustainable development. The neighborhood uses innovative energy and efficiency and sustainability systems like solar heating and green roofs.
Made it to Tap and Barrel, which is one of my personal favorites here in Olympic Village. This is actually one of my favorite spots to come to for brunch, but I'm currently here for dinner, so I think what I'm gonna do is get a beer flight and some food and enjoy what is left of this sunset.
Once you've gotten your fill of the downtown core, you can head across the bridge to North Van. Known for its outdoor activities, from hiking and mountain biking to skiing and snowboarding. This place can keep you entertained for days all year round, and of course, don't forget to visit the famous Capilano Suspension Bridge. Continuing up the coast of BC, you'll eventually hit a spot you've probably heard of before called Whistler. This is a world-famous skiing spot in the winter, but is also a fantastic place to come in the summer. You can either do a day trip up here from Vancouver, it's around a 2-hour drive, or what I'd recommend doing is to get a hotel or Airbnb and stay a few days and explore. Whistler Village has some great hotels along with a ton of restaurants and shopping. And if you're up for a serious adventure, you can even go visit some hidden hot springs. Next on the list, we are going to visit one of the most unique spots I've ever been to in BC, and that is Nuk Tessli. If you opt for the drive, be prepared to spend around 10 hours in the car, and then from there you have to take a float plane. Or another option, which is what I'd actually recommend, is to take 2 planes to get to this super secluded spot. Nestled in the mountains of BC, you stay in a log cabin and eat all of your meals with the rest of the guests with family-style dinners. You can only access this place via plane, so you really are in the middle of nowhere. If you love nature and are looking for a unique experience in BC, I highly recommend you check this place out. Now, a trip to British Columbia would not be complete without visiting an important part of our province, and that is Vancouver Island. It's also where the capital of BC is, known as Victoria. There are so many great islands in this province, so if you do have time to visit some smaller islands, I highly recommend these spots as well. When you're on Vancouver Island, you must visit Tofino. Known for its surfing, beaches, and laid-back vibe, Tofino is the ultimate vacation spot. There's some really great cabin-style hotels here, and you can fill your days exploring the town, getting tacos at the original Tofino, grabbing beer at one of the many breweries, or trying your hand at surfing. But don't forget your wetsuit because it is cold. Now, if you're looking for something even colder than the water in Tofino and you have a bit of money to spend, taking a helicopter or float plane up to a glacier is the ultimate British Columbia experience. I've been lucky enough to do this a few times, and when I tell you it's one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, I mean it. And last but certainly not least, we have the Okanagan. From Penticton to Kelowna, there are so many amazing wineries here that you can come and enjoy all year long, and going on a wine tour will definitely get your spirits high. Or you can rent a boat and go and enjoy the lake. So if all this hasn't convinced you to book a trip to BC one day, well, I don't know what will. British Columbia is truly a world-class city, and I feel lucky every day to call this place my home. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and a big thanks to Bose for making my trip around downtown a lot more fun. So check the new frames out for yourself by clicking the link in the description below, and I'll see you in my next video. 'Cause the problem is I love you.